However, though, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, being around certain people, around certain spaces, you know what I'm saying? You can't play with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, certain situations I did avoid, but some shit you just can't get. You can't get but so far. Like a nigga that got robbed with me in the room. Like a nigga robbed a nigga.
Oh, I remember that shit. That
I really should have talked about
that shit was definitely more egregious.
A nigga robbed a nigga right in front. I still got a video of it in my phone.
Yeah, that shit was egregious. Yeah.
And that shit came out of nowhere. So you know what I'm saying? So you can't play, you know what I'm saying? People make it seem like this is a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I was watching the City Girls, not to deviate from your point, but even when I was watching the City Girls interview earlier, how they was talking about, you know, get a nigga with a bag, and if he ain't no bag, don't da-da-da-da. I'm like, why are you teaching these women unrealistic fucking goals? You know what I'm saying? Standards.
I'm actually glad you said that.
Or even talking about I need a hood nigga, but you ain't talking about all of these baby mothers. I know so many baby mothers.
Too many.
I know too many baby mothers. I know too many women who nigga went to jail, who nigga was in jail when my nigga was in jail, who's still in jail, or who got out before my nigga got out of jail and is back in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so common, and I'm like, damn, for y'all to really get up here and just act like, oh, you know, this shit just don't happen. Yeah, just be with a scammer. Like you can't get locked up for scamming, or be with a, you know what I'm saying? I want a drug dealer boyfriend to smoke all the weed. Like you can't get pulled over and y'all can't get caught up with weed. Or drugs,
and look, some of these niggas will throw that shit right to you. Put that shit in you.
Right.
Had it happen. Egregious.
Exactly.
It happened to me. Egregious. This is what you know about me.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't play with it, and that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying? You play with fire, you got burned. Nigga, I got burned for 3 goddamn years. Damn near. You know what I'm saying? That shit. You have to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I avoided a lot of things because I was conscious with my decisions. However, you can't play with that. You can't be, oh, well, I'm gonna just have my cake and eat a tooth right now. And once I'm done eating it, I'm gonna just leave that. Yo, I'm gonna leave it right there because you might fuck around and get stuck with that cake, nigga.
Right. And that's like, I'm actually glad you said that though, even with the City Girls thing, because that's where I wanted to go next with it. Because a lot of young women don't understand the responsibility, the risk, and the straight up, you know, how much you may have to give and may not even get in return. You know, the humility and humbleness that you really get from out of that situation, from out of dating some of these men. So yeah, I wanted to get into Mendeecees and Yandy though, because they recently went viral, or they're going viral, should I say, because Yandy, they were on this like new couples show now. Okay. So they were like talking one-on-one, and Yandy is like, you know, well, let me set up some context here. Mendeecees is already saying, you know, you wasn't calling me back. I mean, you wasn't picking up my calls. You wasn't emailing me, you know, typical stuff you hear from dudes that's been locked up for a while, you know what I'm saying, in relationships and shit. And she's like, well, I mean, I was out here raising kids, paying bills, running 5 businesses, like, and you mad because I can't pick up? Because I ain't pick up one of your phone calls, or because I ain't pick up an email, and you know, sometimes I sit back and think to myself, like, would you do the same for me? If the roles reversed, would you have done the same for me? And his response was, well, I don't know, you know. Actually, I think it was no, and then I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know it wasn't yes, bitch. But the answer was not yes, okay? Now, a lot of people are starting. He even had to come out and with a statement on Instagram. It was like, you know, I didn't say I wouldn't hold my wife down. I just said I don't know if I would do it the way she did, because, you know, you really don't know what you'll do until you're put in that predicament. You know, that's all he really meant. That's what he said when he clarified. Okay. Now, I kind of want to get your take on it. Okay. Because you've been in this predicament. All right. Now, where I was going to go with it is, well, what I wanted to make a point of it is, should I say, when your man goes to jail, you know, and you're out here taking responsibilities, it pushes you into your masculine, you know. And I think that's something Yandy wasn't. You said what?
I said, damn sure do.
And I don't think Yandy was really understanding that, or even taking accountability in that, you know what I'm saying, that she was in her masculine, because that is what pushed her away from being that close to him, not picking up the phone calls, not being able to email, you know what I'm saying, which was on her fault, which was in one way her fault, you know, because you do have to take accountability, but on one way he has to understand that she didn't have that masculine there to balance out. She had to do both, you know what I'm saying? She was had to be in that masculine energy and like I can't talk to you right now, I'm trying to get this business done type shit, because you kind of pushed her into the masculine when you went to jail. You know what I'm saying? She had to take on both of y'all responsibilities now, you know?
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of get that from your perspective as well. And how do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? If you were to get that response back, how do you feel?
Oh, well, I mean, I've already had that conversation with my baby father. Like, we, when he first got out of jail, and we first, you know, really literally the first night we seen each other, to be real, you know what I'm saying? And really, honestly, while he was in jail, to be real, yeah, we had this conversation while he was in jail. And you know, I asked him if he would hold me down while he was withdrawing. He said no, and I said, nigga, I know. What the fuck? You a man? Like, what the nigga? I went 2.5 years without no sex. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be too loud. You know what I'm saying? Because my son upstairs. But you know what I'm saying? Ain't no man about to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't married. Like, come on, realistically, nigga, we would have been broken up 2 months in. Nigga, I'd be like, who the hell is this bitch 3 months in? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, respectfully, you probably would have been putting money.
I said, I'm weak as hell. Jock gonna be have his fucking mouth to the ground. I'm weak as hell.
Oh, well, he thought I was gonna say something different.
I don't know. I don't even think I told him I was going to ask you that specifically. But when I told him that, he was kind of going back and forth with me. But I didn't know you was going to say exactly what the fuck I said.
Yeah, right. Like, come on, like, I wouldn't honestly. I feel like now, like, if I was put in that predicament now, I wouldn't even expect him to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had this mindset now, then I wouldn't have even expected to. You know what I'm saying? But even then, like I said, I was always a tad bit self-aware. So eventually, yeah, I mean, initially I probably would have been like, nigga, fuck you, but eventually I would have just came to terms with it. Like, bro, you really are in jail. Like, I'm in here. This nigga's out there. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's a whole man out there raising our son. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't get no pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This nigga picking up my phone. This nigga, you know what I'm saying? Putting money on my books, coming up here and see me and shit. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Eventually I wouldn't even hold him to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you know, Remy and Papoose is a good example of this, because Papoose, and that's what I was telling him earlier. You think Papoose ain't been doing him while she was in jail?
They came to an understanding. That's the only way that man was able to stay with her for 8 years.
Come on, my nigga. Let's be real. Let's be real.
He was married, and that's what you know what I'm saying. That's what marriage is about.
And he did it correct, because we don't know about it. Ain't no bitches coming out talking about Papoose was, you know,
out no extra babies.
So he was on a low. He didn't disrespect his wife. You know, when she came out, the coast was clear. We good. You know, even when she was in, it's not like it was rumors, a bunch of blogs coming on talking about him. So he was moving correct. That's you know, you gotta respect it. That's the most you really can ask. Because men, they can do what the fuck they want. They can do what they want.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I can't. It's honestly, it's a double standard. You know what I'm saying? Because if a nigga go to jail, like, I feel like the definition of a ride or die. Oh, hold up. Appreciate that cash out. Yo, let an interview. Yo, love you too. Jason. Yeah. Shout out to you, yo. You a real one.
Let me put my goddamn cash in.
Damn, I lost what I was saying. What was I saying? Yeah, when you go to jail, though, I feel like the definition of a ride or die is you know, in street terms, I feel like you have to, a nigga who's saying ride or die is giving his female a reason to ride or die. Like, if you go to jail and you leave me with a stash, or you look, I got 2 bricks in the back of the couch for you to flip. That's ride or die. That's okay. You got me, so I can ride for you. But see, it's different when my baby father got locked up, or when a lot of other people, you know, baby fathers get locked up. You're not leaving with them with anything. Yandy, on the other hand, I can't really speak for her. She, bitch, you had something. You had to jail.
I don't know. You know, he went to jail.
He went to jail after the show. He was already on the show after jail.
But wasn't he, like, the first season or 2? Wasn't he in jail? I thought he was in jail. Then he got out. Then he went back, and then he got out again.
Honestly, I don't keep up with the show like that. I just think he got something. He got a little something. He left it with. She was keeping over 5 businesses. One of the motherfuckers had to be his, right?
Yeah, maybe. Right, yeah, maybe.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the point I'm making is that when you don't have that, in a sense of now, like you said, I'm having to be in my masculine. Now I was going to work. I was breastfeeding. I'm going through postpartum depression. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm a new mother at that. And to add on top of that, I was living with his peoples for the first 2 years. I wasn't even living with my own parents. You know what I'm saying? I was living, and then you moved in with us after, like, I think, like a couple months or something like that. But So, I was going through a lot, my body, hormones, and then my baby father's locked up. So I was going through a whole lot within those 2 years. It was a very, very transformational 2 years for me. You know what I'm saying? And I really got up out that goofy stage that I was in. That's why I'm really now come off of people. I come off very serious to people. I kind of just now noticed that about myself, but that's besides the point. Besides the point. The point I'm making is, though, is that you don't really have that incentive to ride. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's a double standard. Even with a man, even if you do have some type of incentive to ride, he's still a man. You know what I'm saying? And realistically, for any standard, for woman or man, you can't have a relationship with somebody in jail. And that's something I had to realize after the 2 years. That's why me and him had to mutually just kind of break up, because he was kind of trying to get me to do things, that I kind of fell back on doing as far as communication and things like that. And I honestly was I didn't see the seriousness of it. And then the more I kind of realized, though, I wasn't seeing the seriousness of it, it was because I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm putting all this work for somebody who can't put no work in for me. You know what I'm saying? I come up here to see you. I was living, at one point, when I did move out of people, I lived an hour away. You know what I'm saying? An hour away from where he was in jail at. You know what I'm saying? So I had to drive an hour back to go see him with the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son was like 2 years old. So it was a lot. And I'm like, damn, I'm going through all these emotions. I can't even get, physical comfort. Yeah, not sex, but just physical comfort. A damn back.
Like shit, at least.
Yep. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Some type of, I don't even have, accessibility to you on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? I can't reach out to you. I can't call you. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Tell you I can't even really tell you what's going on, because you can't even do much to help me. You know what I'm saying? So at a certain point, is really towards when we broke up, because we broke up like a year before he got out of jail. And, or less than a little under a year after he got out of jail. And, damn, I forgot. What the hell was I saying? I just lost my train of thought.
You was going through a bunch of shit. You wanted intimacy. You couldn't get it.
You know what I'm saying? So I started to realize, like, damn, like, I'm really being delusional. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had a couple conversations with, some people close to me, and I'm like, damn, and I got validation from them, like, yeah, like, I can see you, like, you tripping about answering the phone on time, you making sure you pick up the phone, making sure you send the letters, you send the pictures, you stressing yourself out. Chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you just need to start focusing on yourself. And that's what I had to do. And that's what I had to tell them. Like, look, I got to focus on myself. I need to do what's best for me. I need to become whole. I'm not okay. You know what I'm saying? And this is not healthy for me anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's becoming draining. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so trying to be in a relationship with somebody else, it's kind of, unless you make a deal like Remy and Papoose,
yeah,
it's kind of, unrealistic.
We do not play by our creed. You fuck with the team, might find your West in the creek. We crossing our T's, we don't never miss a beat.